Hi everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Brad Barth, the Mid-Basin Sediment Diversion Program Manager with the Louisiana Coastal Protection and Restoration Authority. Today, I'll be sharing some information specific to the Mid-Barataria Sediment Diversion Project. As I mentioned, I'm with CPRA, the state of Louisiana's single state agency responsible for spearheading all effort related to coastal protection and restoration. This includes developing Louisiana's Coastal Master Plan, which is a tool that helps the state prioritize funding and the implementation of coastal restoration projects across our coast. Sediment diversions are the cornerstone projects of the Master Plan, designed to reconnect the Mississippi River to our starved basins and reestablish the natural land building processes that originally built our delta. There are numerous factors that have contributed to Louisiana's land loss crisis. As some of you know, our state has lost over 2,000 square miles of land since the 1930s. Barataria Basin, the proposed project location, has actually experienced some of the highest rates of land loss in the world. There are several causes for our land loss, including sea level rise and subsidence, where the water level in the Gulf continues to rise as our land continues to sink, as well as other effects of climate change. Barataria Basin is also home to some of the wetlands that were most heavily oiled during the Deepwater Horizon oil spill. The extensive oiling and subsequent response activities significantly accelerated land loss in this area. Other man-made contributions, like privately owned projects and oil and gas canals, have caused land loss. And probably most importantly, our current levee system, which protects our communities, has cut off the Mississippi River from depositing sediment, nutrients, and fresh water into our basins. This natural land building process, where the Mississippi River deposits sediment, sands, silts, and clays to strengthen and nourish our marshes, is how coastal Louisiana was built in the first place. As you can see here, when we built our current levee system, the red lines on the map on the right, we restricted the river from strengthening and building our marshes. A sediment diversion is designed to reconnect the river and reestablish the natural flow of sediment and nutrients out into our basins. Sediment diversions, including the Mid-Barataria Sediment Diversion, are projects the state of Louisiana has been planning and working on for decades. Plans to reconnect the river are not new, but planning for the Mid-Barataria Sediment Diversion picked up momentum in the 1980s with both state and federal agencies. By the late 2000s, significant sediment and river data collection efforts in support of sediment diversions began. This data collection continues to this day. In 2011, the Mid-Barataria Sediment Diversion was proposed at River Mile 61 to optimize the power of the river and the land building potential. In 2012, the Coastal Master Plan recommended the project as a priority. As such, CPRA embarked on the engineering, design, and permitting of the project. The 2017 Coastal Master Plan again recommended the project as a cornerstone project. Cornerstone projects are Louisiana's best tools to build and sustain land. The proposed project location is in Plaquemines Parish, on the west bank of the Mississippi River at River Mile 61, near the town of Ironton. And here you'll see a visual rendering of what the project might look like once constructed. The Mississippi River is at the bottom of your screen, flowing from right to left, and the basin is located at the top of the screen. Features include an inlet basin in the Mississippi River, a gate complex consisting of a U-frame and a gate structure, a guide levee and channel system, and an outlet basin. During high river, sediment enters the inlet basin, flows through the gate complex, guide levees and channel, and through the outlet basin, where the sediment is then slowed to begin deposition and formation of new land. The gate complex allows for control and closure of the diversion during critical times, such as a tropical storm or hurricane events. As such, the gate complex is integrated with our current levee systems. Other features include bridges for Louisiana Highway 23 and the New Orleans Gulf Coast Railroad. So, moving forward, it's important to understand all the coordinating agencies and entities involved in this process. CPRA is the agency in Louisiana responsible for planning, engineering, and design of the project. We work in close coordination with the lead federal agency, the United States Army Corps of Engineers, to provide them information as needed, where CPRA is the applicant for the Joint Section 10404 permit application. I will now turn it over to Mel Landry with the Louisiana Trustee Implementation Group, or Louisiana TIG, who will explain the Louisiana TIG's role in this process.